What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone you don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling.
Where the clitters, cause Jesus Christ, I don't know where that thing is. I'm a visual learner, by the way.
Australian, hello. English, hello. American, hello. New Zealand, hello.
I think that we need to have a conversation about how to pronounce the word pasta, because a lot of you guys are saying it as pasta when there's no fucking R in it. It's pasta.
Yesterday,
Oh my god.
all my troubles seem so far away.
I'm dying.
Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Yeah, I got diagnosed with being sexy.
I'd order a chair because of.
Alright, so, just going through some of this is just pretty funny to me. Let's see what else we got. I gotta fix this microphone stand. It's making some noise. Oh my god, Amy. I'm not expecting you to jump in, Amy, but, So here we are. Hello.
I know you wanted me to jump in.
Of course. I wasn't expecting you to jump in, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 3:30 here, 3:11 here.
Wait, are you on your coffee break?
No, I'm self-employed. I am
on
my break.
I know.
When I want.
Good. I'm just as you can see, the title's Hinge Profiles for men, technically.
I love it.
And I'm just going through some of this and just seeing what's happening, basically, So
Could we have a look at the feature of not Bumble, Tinder, doing the whole bypassing matches thing? Are there videos about that? You're right.
bypassing matches? No.
Yeah, when you bypass matching in order to
I haven't
get a match.
done that because I don't believe in Tinder anymore. I think Tinder is. Have you
Well,
actually?
no, but you need to talk about it. You need to talk about, that's going to scare anyone off the app, ain't it?
It's gonna what?
Scare people off the app.
It's gonna get them off the app.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a feature where you don't have to match with the person. You pay $500 a month and you can just match with them without them matching with you.
Yeah, but Amy, what is the point of that though? What's the point of that?
No, I mean, let's talk about it, as in, how do women feel about that?
How do women feel about that? They don't need to feel anything. They're just basically, they're looking for the best they can get, of course.
But what does it tell you about a man? From your point of view, what would it tell you about a man? That if I say to you, Ali, you're on Tinder, you're not getting many matches, but there's this option you can pay $500 a month and we'll let you match with whoever you want, even if they didn't swipe on you. What does it say about you?
It just says how desperate you are.
Yeah. So I would know for a fact never to have a conversation with someone that bypassed my consent to match with me. It's actually a good thing. It says a lot about men. It's a setup.
Well, look, it really depends on the man, depends on the woman. Maybe women love the fact that some men stalk them and they love it. And then they found out that, blah, 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 blah. I know it's disgusting, right? But my point is that you just don't know how women think, depending on who that person is and how they're
When
being
you don't
raised.
match with someone and they add you on Facebook and then you realise that they were someone that you unmatched with on the app and then suddenly they're finding you elsewhere, it's very concerning.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
Next thing they're at your house outside or something.
Yeah, well, there's something that there's. I always say that you cannot stop the force of love. You cannot stop it.
Jeez, yes you can. Go see a therapist.
And some and some people go to extreme lengths to make sure that that person likes them, and so
That's scary.
I know it's disgusting, but I always say that a woman should have burning desire for a man, so she would basically non-stop messaging him, calling him, buying him. There's all kinds of ways to get a man's attention, which is much more attractive than the other way around. It should be the woman should be doing the chasing, not the man. The man should be chasing.
Whatever.
No,
I don't want to chase no man.
Well, if you really do like the guy, of course you're going to be like, "That's the guy I want. That's the guy I want." You're going to say, "That's the guy I want to have kids with," right? That's the man I want to have kids with.
Yeah, I'm going to reciprocate his energy. If his energy's off, then there's no energy to be reciprocated.
Energy's off. I never talk about energy.
As in, there's no energy. It's giving chasing. It's giving what's your favorite lip shade.
Well,
you told me not to, be in my masculine unless he's in his feminine.
Yeah, well, that's.
So what if I find a man that's willing to make plans?
You are technically. You're. Anyways,
I'm in my feminine right now.
I can tell that you're in your feminine.
I'm plucking my eyebrows at the moment, actually.
Are you? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Gotta get that monobrow out of the way. Pesky little thing.
Yeah, you look different, by the way. The last photo you put up last night, you look completely different. You look like a different person.
That was me a few years ago, Ali, that's why.
Fucking hell, Amy.
It was a different person.
Oh my God.
No, I just had dark hair then. Now it's brown.
Jesus. You know what? I wonder if I've got her on Instagram. I want to show people the difference on this.
Call me out.
Anyway, so you want to talk about Tinder?
I want to talk about Tinder.
I hate Tinder. Tinder's got the worst people I've ever seen on an app.
I agree.
Here it is here. I wonder if this comes up.
I haven't been on Tinder since this whole let's see.
Amy.
Those are the photo. That's the photo I used to use on my Tinder profile a few years back when I had it.
How old were you there?
Probably 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you.
And I had lipstick on, dark hair.
Yeah.
And I was wearing less.
You what?
Wearing less clothes.
Less clothes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You look like you work out.
I did work out back then.
Well, why'd you stop working out?
I don't know, because I can't be the whole package, can I?
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
No, I wouldn't do that to myself. I get enough attention as it is. I don't want more.
Yeah. True.
I have to have a realistic body for
Amy,
what I'm going to go through when I have children.
What? Say that again?
I have to have a realistic body for what I'm like. I don't want to go from looking really good to suddenly having kids and my body changes and then my man loses attraction. I'd rather look similar before kids and after kids by just maintaining my weight through a healthy diet.
Well, you're the only woman I've heard it say that, and that actually does make sense. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Otherwise, you don't have time to go to the gym when you have kids unless you've got a very supportive partner or a partner that makes enough for you guys to put childcare arrangements in place so you can have your leisure time to hit the gym. And even if you've got a home gym and it's a time and energy thing, you might be exhausted. You've got to choose between being intimate tonight or doing a workout, That's what it comes down to. It's 6 o'clock. You've done the dishes, the laundry, dinner being made, and suddenly you put the kids to bed, bath time, and then it's 9 o'clock, you sit down and you rest, but then you're like, I could either sit or do a workout. If I do a workout, I'm going to be very tired, or I could spend some time with my husband tonight. You know, like it's time you start to not be able to prioritize all of the things you want to prioritize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. So guess what time it is in South Africa?
Nighttime?
It is 4:19 a.m.
Oh, I see.
Isn't that good?
Fantastic.
They're sleeping. So yeah. Anyway, so I just thought I'd just see what happens during the day, give it a nice try, and see what happens. There's literally like 35 people watching, not even that. So yeah, but it's funny. Yeah, Tinder profiles. But now I'm looking at Hinge profiles because Hinge profiles are much more, to me, more entertaining because because there actually is audio of men talking, and you know they're just giving themselves shit. But what I've noticed is, like, let me just go into here. So a lot of the profiles that I'm looking at is women talking, and there's only like one or two men talking about profiles and what they've done wrong, what they could do better. I mean, I haven't even seen half of these, but this one here, let's just play this so you understand what I'm trying to say.
If your Hinge likes are drier than the Sahara Desert, I'm gonna need you to watch this video. I'm gonna walk you through step by step on how you can create a good Hinge profile to get a lot more matches. Now this is centered more around photos, so let's go through them. This is my first photo. As you can see, the haircut, got a fresh fade, and I'm in a decent, pretty cool outfit. Your first photo should be the strongest photo on your profile. Girls only swipe right 10% of the time, so give them a good reason to swipe right. Second photo is a candid photo of me smiling. If you're gonna smile, guys, make it candid. Don't make it look like you set up a freaking camera selfie and you went like, nah, don't do that. Third photo, me and my roommate. If you wanna run double dates, post a photo with your homie, your most handsome one, that can get you the most chances for that double date. This photo, just showing off travel. This photo, showing off hobbies. And I just like this outfit, so I put it on my profile. Follow me. If your Hinge likes are drier than the Sahara.
Anyways, you get the gist of that one.
I think more men need to do these posts because guys are dumb when it comes to dating profiles. Oh, females though, they post their body too much and then they complain when they get matches for people that only want sex.
Well, we're there to connect with people. That includes, the end result is to have
but then
sex.
don't complain about it. That's okay, but don't complain about it.
Who's complaining about it?
Women, all men want is sex, and vice versa. But I'm like, then why are you shirtless in all your photos?
Yeah, that's true, because you want to see what you've got. What have you got to offer?
What have you got to offer? If I want to see what someone's got for a date, I'm going to want to see what banter they've got.
Oh, this is good. Let's watch this one so you get an idea of what an Australian profile looks like.
Daddy, what?
No,
Are you ready?
Let me rewind it.
My favourite Hinge profiles.
People who stink.
People who stink. Okay, let's keep on going.
Daddy, what?
See how subtle he was? And it was just like, oh my God, I love that.
Are you ready? Big secret to getting to know me is asking a question. And then we have a conversation. Crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Hinge, for this prompt. I appreciate that.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through.
I'm cringing.
I'd just like to point out that I'm different to other guys, I promise.
Oh no.
Did you want to hear the rest of this?
Joking.
Wait, ready?
I'm just a bit worse.
I'm just a bit worse, alright?
Oh my God, that's funny though, because guys are always like, I'm not the same, and they end up being worse. I'm not kidding.
I mean, look at the background though.
Well, you know what's funny? They say I'm not like other guys, but they didn't say they were better. They just said they're not like other guys. They meant they were worse.
I know. All right, let's keep on going.
Cooking up some mushroom in my kitchen, trying to tell you about my month. You're only half listening.
I do poetry, so I pretty much go deep into the emotions, and sometimes some very, very, very erotic poems.
Dating me is like...
What did you say, Amy?
I said, ooh.
I know. This is the funniest one, I think. Let me just find it.
Oh fuck, I'm really nervous. It's really fucking fun, and like we're having a really good time and shit. Fuck.
My favorite Hinge profiles.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I think you've seen that one already. Anyways, Amy, what do you want to talk about? What's on your mind? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, don't talk about anything I talked to you about on the phone the other day, though. That's, you know how it is.
Yeah.
I'll release that information on a later date.
Don't worry about that. I'm not going to bring up stuff like that.
Good.
Anyways, so what is it that you want to talk about, Amy?
What do you want to talk about? Take the lead. Come on, be a man.
Oh, fuck. Jesus, so much hard work.
Oh, is it? You don't want to do hard work? That's what that tells me.
No, well, actually, I was planning on making a couple of videos without going live, but then it gets really boring if I don't go live. So I wanted to make I was going to make a few videos for the other.
Life is boring without me, Ali.
Boring. So Amy, what? Oh my God.
Yes, Ali. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just going to ask you something, but it's just like, no, I'm not going to ask you that because it's relevant for last night's telephone call, and it's like that's not good.
Is it about distance? Ask me questions about whether a man should drive the distance for a woman. Stuff like that. Fine.
Ooh. All right. I mean, look, it comes back down to burning desire that she has. Well, if she's putting the effort, like if she's messaging him constantly and talking to him and blah 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 blah, then they're building up this huge thing, which is like, I don't know, like something good, positive. They're building something positive, and it will relate to then physical touch, which is the ultimate goal. Is what we want. Is we want to be able to touch you and be close to you and be able to, taste you, touch you, blah 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 blah. The whole works of it.
Yep.
And and so then that will turn into more. Will turn into more. It'll turn into other things, like intimacy, basically love. Yeah. So it becomes a long distance relationship, really, technically.
Yeah.
So,
but with effort, it's okay, right?
Effort is costly, right? It really comes back down to logistics, and so logistically, like, it really comes back down to using your mind in which direction is going to be the best way to give away your seed as a man, and for you to give away your egg. So, we're always wanting the best. We don't want George Costanza. We want Aquaman. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You want an Aquaman?
Not really, but sure.
So for example, if I was going to come to you, then it's a high risk. It's a major high risk. It's high risk.
You could do it if I talked to you every day.
we kind of do talk every day, and something like that. But it's
But it's just because I'm not going to put out. That's all.
I'll make you sure that you put out. Don't worry.
You're funny.
I'll make sure you put out.
Funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll make sure you're walking around dripping. So.
Oh my God, Ali! Ali!
Then what are you going to do?
Disturbing.
Then what are you going to do?
Disturbed.
Disturbing, eh?
What an ego on you. What a bloody ego.
Of course. Well, you know, I'm not going to go there and just go, would you like me to wash your dishes? No.
Well, you should.
No, I'm not there to wash your dishes. I'm there to make sure, you know, you're being held properly.
Oh, Ollie, that's so sweet.
You know? So, anyways, yeah, that's a high risk thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's just the same as here, though. Even for me, when I'm going on dates, I don't like to travel too far, but I have to sometimes, you know. And driving an hour and a half to Melbourne to see a woman that I've only saw for like 1 hour, you know, it's like she better put out. Right?
Oh my God, Ollie.
No.
Oh my God.
No, it's not that. It's just like it's just knowing if she wants to or not. Don't invest.
So I should feel good if someone drove 250 kilometers one way for an hour and a half, and then 250 kilometers the next way, the same day, just to break the ice of meeting, but nothing, not putting out, no attempt.
Yeah, but
Should I
that's the
feel good?
thing. Like, you know, like I was on a date just recently, and I didn't get any signs from her until she started like going. She gave me a little touch. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, she's touching me. All right. So now it's like an invitation saying, hey, I can now touch your hand. You know what I mean? Like, you know, be more gentle with you. So the door has opened because she has opened. She's slowly opening up. So it's just knowing those things. Some men don't know those things. Body language is one of those things where men don't understand. Like, so it's different for women though. Yeah. But anyways, I can't talk about too much dating stories, unfortunately. So as you know, TikTok has just like throttled the shit out of my channel, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Same with me, Oi.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Been like this forever. It's ever since they introduced those paying for ads and stuff like, or paying to increase your views. Ever since then, I have not gotten over. It takes me weeks to get over 500 views on any video. Like, no matter what the video is, and yeah, it's just weird. And there are things that are on trend at the moment regarding what's on my For You page.
Do you know what? Why don't you? Have you started up another channel yet?
I don't want to though.
You should. You should. Why? Because I think because of the fact that like for both of us, because we're both on TikTok and we're talking about, you know, sexual dynamics.
This is my second channel that I've made. The other one,
I've got like 4 other channels just sitting there doing nothing, and
I've got another one, but I got my live banned on it. It was my main account. Now there's no point posting on it because I can't even interact with people. It's ridiculous. I got banned for something stupid. I didn't even do anything.
How do you like? So the question is like, the only way to build up your followers is by actually keep on making more videos about content that's relevant to you. Like the most recent content that you've made so far, I've been watching it and I'm like, cool, you know, but where's all the views? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. But that's because my page is having problems.
Your page is having problems.
My page is having problems.
What I noticed is that you've finally you're showing your face.
Chilies, and you're gonna be like, yes, and then he's gonna be like,
you gotta watch this video. I'm gonna put this on after this. Actually, let's put it on now because this is so good. I just only discovered this. Right, hold on. Hold on. Let me just rewind it. This actually got my attention because it was just on my for you page. It just came on. But she makes a really good case about it.
Ladies, why this instead of this?
Elementary, my dear Watson. And apparently I have to do this in one take because if I do more than one clip, the audio goes off sync. Okay, so here's the thing. It comes down to one word, really. Maintenance. This over here, this feels very high maintenance. This feels like a comfy pair of sweatpants on a cold winter night. This over here is what we would call an exotic pet. You have to buy its special bedding. The house has to be a specific temperature. Its food is going to cost $600 a pound, and if you don't get it that food, it's going to crap itself on the daily. Meanwhile, this one over here.
So she's relating this guy on this side as a dog.
I agree.
And this one is a dog from the street. And
just an analogy.
But the thing about it, I'm just going to pause it. I'm just going to tell you something real quickly. That when a couple gets into a relationship, they end up, well, the man starts first of all losing himself, because the woman's making him so comfortable and giving him all this comfort food, which brings out the pot belly, and he becomes fat. And so
not with me. I ain't cooking for my man. He ain't getting it. He's not going to change his body.
Take out whatever it is comfort food, and that's what she's talking about. It's a pretty long video. I'm just going to quickly just tell you some of it now. And what I think is stupid, that as soon as she has broken the man, she goes and looks for another one. Okay, so women want to hold down the man and break him. And it's just wrong. And this is where a man should be like, no, I don't want to do that. So this is getting too close to each other, where they both start losing themselves, and they don't know why.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Of course you are. Anyways, I'm going to keep on playing it. We'll just wait for Amy, actually, because so anyway, so we'll just quickly finish what I was going to say. So so the point of what I'm trying to say is that, women have this tendency of making sure that their man does get fat and does lose himself, and men just think that it's okay, but it's not okay, and they got to hear it from someone else saying, "Hey, have you gained weight?" The list goes on that, but she's trying to say that you are a dog, and you're an exotic dog or a street dog. Which one are you going to be? So let's just keep on playing the rest of it. Let's see. Anyone else want to jump in the chat? Who are these people? If you want to jump in and say hi, jump in and say hi. While waiting for Amy to jump back in, it is 1:30 p.m. Melbourne time.
Can eat puppy chow off of a Walmart floor and still be fine. Here's the thing. So many of us women spent our 20s and sometimes even 30s hating ourselves, hating our bodies, and being a little bit too perfectionistic, if I'm, if you follow my drift. And
yes, we do want to perfect our bodies, because it's, without it, we can't get to A to B properly. We don't need someone to lift us up at age 35 or 25. I got to fix this arm thing. And you know what I'm saying? Let's keep on playing it.
So this sort of reminds us of when we were in the throes of that hatred for ourselves, and we had to go to the gym at 2 a.m. because we ate a cupcake earlier. That's sort of this vibe. Now look, if you're into that healthy lifestyle and your partner's into that partners into that healthy lifestyle, that's fine. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this specific creator and his specific question of why, when he put this up on the internet and asked the women to take a poll, majority, overwhelming, said this over this. That is the question we're answering. Calm down. Don't come for me in the comments. That is an exotic pet. This is golden retriever energy. This over here doesn't take itself too serious. Look at him posing with his cute little Grinch belly and his little tuft of hair and his little mustache. This one over here is going to expect you to come to bed looking like one of those hairless cats, I swear to Bob. This one over here isn't going to care if you haven't shaved in a day or 6 years, because people have hair, and that's fine. It's all about moderation. We don't like extremes. Life is extreme enough. Everything is hard and scary. And at the end of the day, you want to come home and squish something a little bit soft, not hold on to Edward Cullen over here, who is both rock hard in body.
She is lying. She's lying. She wants a nice hard body. She doesn't want a soft body.
And personality. This one over here can laugh at himself. This one over here is going to pout like a petulant child if you say anything about his body, period.
I don't know
so
about
I
that.
guess what I'm saying is we like golden retrievers. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. We like laid back people who don't take themselves too seriously. This one over here is going to wake you up at 6 a.m. blending his green drink. This one over here at 1 a.m. is going to be like, do you want to go get queso and chips from Chili's? And you're going to be like, yes. And then he's going to be like, do you want to come home and play Mario Kart in our jammies? And you're going to be like this. And this one over here is like, I'm sorry, that doesn't fit into like my macros and micros for the day. So I'll get back to you in like 6 weeks.
So what's going on here? I just realized something that so the goal is to find someone that is, you know, in the same mindset as you or have the same things in common as you, and being healthy together can reach a certain goal together. If you're going to be unhealthy together, then you're going to end up in hospital with MRI scans and have a catheter because you got cancer. And so these are the things that she's not talking about, right? There's nothing wrong with taste testing, but eventually you're going to end up at the gym regardless. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I just had to quickly finish that one off.